This is the University of Michigan.
What a football game we're going to have here this afternoon.
You are looking live at a sold-out
103,000 Michigan Stadium in Ann Arbor.
This football game from Ann Arbor.
The nation will rock with the praises of the Maize and Blue this evening.
Where we respect integrity and honor excellence.
The jubilation and cheering long into the night.
Here come the Wolverines.
We are loyal Wolverines.
Today, your football team is #1 in the country, and it's all right here.
Standing for Midwestern values, hard work, determination, and an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
The old season is over. It's gonna be Michigan. Yeah.
We are the best university in the world. Students and athletes and professors achieving at the highest level.
You better believe it.
This is our legacy
Go blue.
and our future. We are proud members of the Big Ten Conference in pursuit of national championships.
We'll win this championship.
We have won more games than any team in the country. No one has won more. We believe in football. Championship football.
He hands off the shuttle first.
Michigan touchdown.
Shoelaces dropping in the wind.
We shy away from no challenge or opponent. We bow to no man. We bow to no program. We are Michigan.
So yes, today is the day we go for 16-0 in our first ever Michigan Dynasty up against number 3 Georgia. A lot to think about this one. Now, granted, the toughest team that we could have possibly faced this season was Ohio State, at least overall wise. As we know, we beat them 3 times consecutively. In the game, in the Big Ten Championship game, and in the Rose Bowl. So it's been a little bit of a hectic end to this one. We got what was essentially a bye week against Texas State in the Cotton Bowl, but Georgia, of course, going to be a much tougher test. They actually, well, yeah, no, they did win the SEC. Actually, looking at it now, I thought Texas A&M had done that. That is not the case. But the Georgia Bulldogs are the opponent. Let's go do a little bit of pre-scouting on them because they possibly terrify me. And Georgia, 89-90. Now, for comparison, let's head down here to Ohio State and see what we faced. I think Ohio State was the toughest team when this all started. Actually, no. Same rating on defense, but Georgia, 2 overall better on offense. Oh, boy. Well, at quarterback, it's Carson Beck. He hasn't left for Miami yet in this universe. Gunnar Stockton is the backup. Running back, it's actually fairly evenly matched between Etienne and Donovan Edwards, so this could be a running back shit show, if you will. Oh, come on, Georgia. You don't have a fullback? What the hell? Receivers, they have us by a mile. They have, I want to say, 5 receivers better than we have. I'm not really sure what Samaj Morgan is ranked, but I think it's right around 80. So that's not very good. Oscar Delp, absolute dude at tight end. Good news for us is that we have one too. Their offensive line, 89, 93, 84 at center is a little weak. 97 at right guard, and then 88 at the right tackle position. And that's just the offense. The defense that is supposedly even better. 87 overall on the left defensive end. 87 on the right. Okay. Not as bad as I was expecting, but Nazir Stackhouse, that is really concerning. Mikael Williams, drafted him in Madden franchise rebuilds before. We know he's supposed to be a dude, and in-game right now he is. 94 overall. Middle linebacker, Mondin, oh fuck, 91. Jalen Walker, another dude. Dalen Everett. Jesus Christ. It's going to be a tough one. No doubt about it. Malachi Stark sitting back there at safety. Who the hell is this? Is that a real player? I'm not so sure it is. Dan Jackson at safety. And then they do have a kicker. 96 kick power, 84 on the accuracy. And Brett Thorson, the punter. Now, we actually drafted him, I want to say, in Rams. Or no, we signed him in free agency after he went undrafted. Pretty solid punter. 90 accuracy and power. So that's what we have up against us today. And again, what's his stake? 15-0. Or we're 16-0 potentially if we win this national championship here. The first time we've ever done it. And, of course, being national champions, that would be great and all. But Georgia's going to be a test. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get over it.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been...
2025 National Championship game is underway. Brett Thorson sends it away to Michigan, and Marion Stewart, for better or worse, going to bring it out, and doesn't turn out to be the greatest decision down at the 23-yard line, but certainly could be worse. Well, we know what we've done all season long, but if we can't get it done here today against Georgia, it almost doesn't matter. We'll go with what got us here on first down. Donovan Edwards speared down after a pickup of 3 yards to the 26. Big hit in there on the play. 2 tight ends in the game on second down. And here's Edwards again, looking for a hole. Gonna fall forward. 2 carries, 7 yards for Donovan Edwards here on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and 3. Certainly don't want to give the ball back to Georgia, or give the ball to Georgia this early. Khalil Mullings in the game. That got blown up, in Mullings stopped at the line of scrimmage. Warren Brinson with the stop and just a delayed run. If I had known that, I wouldn't have called it. Gunners are out wide. This could be bad news for us. Looking like a good return for the Bulldogs. And up to the 42-yard line by Lovett. Well, this Georgia offense certainly going to be a challenge for us here today. The Michigan defense, of course, is the strength of this team. On the 42-yard line, Carson Beck. He's got Etienne to his right. Etienne was wide open on the play, but they actually dump it off to Humphreys for an easy Georgia first down. To the 41-yard line. And we're going to need to get some pass rush going here on Carson Beck. Otherwise, nothing good is going to happen. And this offensive line is doing a great job early. That's caught. Oscar Delp, 1st and goal, Georgia. Being a little bit too aggressive over there on the sideline with McBurrows. And Georgia is all over us early. 2 plays. And they've covered about 50 yards. Etienne on the run. Down to the 5. Jay-Sean Barham in on that, as well as Jimmy Rolder. 2nd and goal. Kenneth Grant in there. And back past the original line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line. Could be a huge play right there. 3rd and goal. Beck back to throw. He'll go end zone. Oh, should have been picked off by Rod Moore. But it'll force a Georgia field goal try after getting 50 yards with ease. They'll have to settle for 3. And that'll be good. Georgia will take a 3-0 lead with the field goal. Gotta be considered a win. I mean, the way that drive was going, I thought they were going to score in 3 plays. Easy.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there.
So Michigan with the football again. Can't go 3 and out this time, and Amarian Stewart will wave for a fair catch. We're going to have to throw the ball with Alex Orji today. We know that. I'm just not sure when the right time is going to be. Khalil Mullings in the game at running back on first down, and he's going backwards. This Georgia defensive line is giving us fits early. Nazir Stackhouse. Nice play. Here's 2nd and 12. Marlon Klein out wide. Gonna be close. Not really all that close to a first down. Out of bounds at the 30. And we might just have to try and see what Alex Orji can do here. Throwing the ball. Pressure coming. We're going to have to dump that off to Loveland, and he stopped 3 yards shy. Georgia brought pressure. That was the only read we had at the time, as Tommy Dolman will punt it away again. Looks returnable, and it will be, although nowhere near as good as last time. Well, this defense is going to need to make plays today. We know that. And here's Etienne, met by Mason Graham. So both defensive tackles have made impact plays early in this game, Graham and Grant. And now it's empty backfield for Carson Beck on 2nd and 12. Humphreys, the man in motion. They'll go over the middle here. I couldn't get Barham moving. And that's an 11-yard pickup, 61 yards throwing for Carson Beck already. Little aggression from the Michigan defense here on this, and it might come back to bite us. That'll be a first down. Oscar Delp, nowhere near as bad as it could have been. We sent about 7 guys on the blitz there on that play. Motion man for Georgia. And here, Etienne. Oh, no, RPO and incomplete to Lovett. Dropped right at the line to gain. Gonna need some breaks like that in this one for sure. They'll swing it out wide. They have a man. Nice tackle. Will Johnson. 2 solo tackles already in this game for Will, including that tackle for loss. 3rd down and 13 from the 38. And they're going to go to the screen. They might have it set up well. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. What happened over there? I got 3 defenders that stood him up. We've got to go take another look at that. I wanted to keep the flow of the game going, but I've got to know how the fuck he got through this. He runs over Barham and his own offensive lineman. Like, huh? I have no clue, dude. First down, Georgia. And Etienne, big hole up the middle. 9 yards to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and getting the running back.
Hey. 2nd and 1. Georgia has controlled the football this first quarter. Something we're not used to. Picked off! Jaden Mangum! Momentum flipper that the Wolverines needed.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that might be
oh, man. Well, we better hope that the offense can figure out something here on this drive, because it could get ugly if we don't. Just jump the route there on Lovett. And we have got to establish the run. Donovan Edwards back in the game. I don't know if he saw a carry on the last drive. Edwards stuffed again. Oh, yeah. Not looking very pretty in the running game. Play action. Orji forces one and throws it right back to Georgia. Intercepted by Walker. And the Bulldogs take over at the 37. Can't have it.
Dropping back. It's back.
Thrown over the middle and caught. Oscar Delp yet again. Knocked down by Rolder.
Completion makes it second and short.
Beck doing a good job of getting the ball out early, and he hasn't really thrown a deep one yet. Graham was there. Oh, my goodness. Spin moves all over the place for Trevor Etienne. Oh. Ankles broken all over the place. To the 22, they will motion Delp all the way out wide. And they're going to set up a screen back the other way. Etienne, stiff arm out of bounds before he picks up the first down. But it's 2nd and 1. From the 13. Handoff, Etienne did not get it. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. I don't think there's much of a choice but to try and bring pressure here on this. Makes all the sense in the world. And a sidearm throw. Oh, it's caught. Tackle by Will Johnson, but first down for the Bulldogs. Beck hands it off. Etienne. Graham is there again for no gain. Mason Graham hasn't had the greatest playoffs as of yet. Can all be forgiven as Etienne has exited. And a motion man now back out wide. Hand off, cut it back up the middle. Robinson picked up 7 to the 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive
Michigan defense still with a chance to hold. First down marker is at the 1. More pressure on Georgia. He's going to throw it short of the sticks, and Delp is going to lose yards on the play. Back to the 8-yard line.
Man, they complete that pass and lose yards.
Field goal try for Georgia. Will they kick it in the first? No, they will wait till the second quarter. 3-0 Bulldogs. Second quarter begins. Georgia field goal attempt to make it 6-0. That'll be up and good. So the Bulldogs with 2 field goals here in this first half. But overall, got to be impressed with the Michigan defense. This could certainly be way out of hand by now, the way that our offense is produced. Easy decision for the future Western Michigan Bronco, Cole Cabana. And now we've got to somehow bounce back. We can't run the football. Our last pass was intercepted. Blitz coming wide open on the play, but couldn't get it to Samaj before the pressure got there. And Georgia's drawn up some blitzes on us here so far today, and I thought I would have had a little bit more time on that. Not really the case. Edwards, 3 yards, 3rd and 7. Not a first down for Michigan yet. Third down and 7, and we certainly need some pass protection here this time. Loveland has it. Finally, a first down for the Wolverines up to the 37. All right, got to build on that. First down run, Edwards. They sent everybody at us. Luckily, though, only a loss of 3. Well, maybe we can capitalize on that aggression from Georgia and maybe get a screen pass to break for us. Nope, they don't blitz this time, but it will be complete to Edwards. There's some good blocks going downfield. Edwards will make it a 3rd down and manageable. 3rd and 6 from the 41. Gonna need guys to get open. Thrown. Oh, my goodness. Moore dropped it. I didn't even see the linebacker that came up until we had already thrown that ball. Punting again is Tommy Dolman. And once again, the Gunners are nowhere to be found. So a solid return for Georgia, spinning out of 1 tackle and up to the 29. Well, we got to hope that this defense can get a hold here
but settle for a chip shot.
Don't want to fall down more than the score right now.
Looking to do more here. Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Hand off, no. Back, looking around, down he goes! Both defensive ends, Derek Moore and Josiah Stewart. Sack and a loss of 8 yards. Is it time for Hartford? In around about 40 minutes. Hand off, no! Beck goes down again! Derek Moore on back-to-back plays. Third down and 22. This feels like screen pass or draw all the way. Either that or Beck's going to launch a bomb. It is indeed a screen. This shouldn't threaten the line to gain, and it does not. But Carson Beck will pass over 100 yards for the game. On 11 of 14. Thorson, short kick. But a Marion Stewart, space to return. Stewart bringing it back up to the 50-yard line. We'll take that. Starting field position could be paramount for Michigan in this one. Short one, Marlon Klein. Klein going to power forward. 7-yard pickup to the 44. Under 10 minutes to go in this first half. Edwards close to the first down. They will not give it to him. I'm actually a little bit worried calling fullback dive here against the Bulldogs. Max Bredesen got it. To the 40-yard line, Michigan will move the chains. I don't know. Orgy's got to find something downfield at some point. We're in trouble. Got it away, and that's right over the head of Donovan Edwards. And yet, we're going to get intentional grounding.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What's the play call here on second down for this offense?
Damn it.
To throw, it's Orgy.
Orgy just going to try and throw it deep. It's underthrown, and we're lucky that that's not picked. So now even getting points on this drive is certainly not guaranteed. Third down and 20. Orgy hit as he fired. 32 passing yards, only 8 rushing. Tommy Doman. It's a good punt. Need to get in front of this, and it is down at the 10-yard line. Georgia hasn't had a lot of success when they do have to work a good chunk of the field. And a run. ETN got 4 to the 13. I'd be shocked to see them run it again, although I am a little bit worried this could be a counter run. They'll motion jump across. I think they might throw for it here. Back. They set up a screen the other way, and ETN has a bunch of room to run for a first down to the 28. Oh boy. First down, Bulldogs. Delp motions yet again. Now back out wide. And a handoff, ETN. And watch out, Trevor Etienne. This guy gets in the open field. We're going to have big, big trouble. 40 yards for Etienne in this one. First down, Georgia. Watch out, it's a touch pass. They'll try and cut it in. That was Humphreys for no gain. ETN out of the game here on second down. I think I'm going to live to regret this blitz. We might. Over the middle, big hit, but a catch and a first down. Lovett got rocked by Jaden McBurrows. Does not matter. Handoff. ETN, stiff arm. 5 more. In some big trouble right now.
Looking to throw. It's back.
And no handoff. Carson back. Taken down by Kenneth Grant.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all.
Had to have it.
Rush mode the entire time.
I mean, for Georgia, you'd have to imagine this is still quite manageable. 3rd down and 12. This defensive line been out on the field for a long time here in this game. 3rd and 12. They set up a screen again. That shouldn't pick up a first down. It does not. 4th down and 4. Longest field goal try of the day for the Bulldogs. Kick is up and off the upright. No good. This stays a 6-0 game.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker.
Georgia doinked it.
The ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
This Michigan running attack has got to get going. The only problem is we don't have a lot of time to get it going. Edwards, nothing. Maybe a bad time to start trying to establish the run, but we can't move the ball regardless. I'm just gonna send Samaj Morgan just on a go.
Second down, they're going to throw it.
I mean, they're all over us. Colston Loveland got a yard.
Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally.
3rd down and 9.
Hunter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down?
On the snap, looking to fire. It's caught. Frederick Moore up to the 43. Orgy with pressure in his face. I don't believe I can name the coach of Hartford, unfortunately. We could look for a funny one in like free agent coaches or something. First down from the 43 with Love points before halftime. Thrown over the middle, caught. Moore again. Actually, that was Tyler Morris to the 37-yard line. And here we go. Dumped it off. Loveland. Loveland got a power forward. Got the first down. We can let the clock wind for a little bit. Over the middle. That'll be caught. Look at that first down. 1st and goal to the 4-yard line. Tyler Morris again. And now this looks terrible. But Edwards on the run. Jukes it forward. No. I'm going to let the clock roll a little bit. Maybe not that much. That seems like a bad idea, but we should have some time. Got a look. End zone swatted away mercifully. So much traffic over the middle. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. We can't throw away points. End zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Michigan. Tyler Morris. All these first half struggles. And the Wolverines are a Dominic Zavada extra point away from a halftime lead.
This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Well, bad news for you guys. I already had to name the GM because that franchise setup was a pain. Zavada for the lead. We've got it.
Good. It's a 7-6 game.
Oh, yeah.
So an important touchdown just before
All right. No, we can't sky kick it. We got to kick it normal. Hope that Dolman can force a touchback here. I don't want any sort of catastrophe. And to a knee.
It'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here.
Well, we'll see what the Bulldogs do. They've fed Etienne all half. I'd imagine he's going to get the ball here on this play. It's actually Beck on the run. He'll pick up about 10. And now it's Hail Mary time. Oh, boy. Can Carson Beck launch it 65 yards in the air? 2nd and inches. Last play of the first half. Beck has time. Fires. Over there. It is incomplete. 7-6 Michigan at halftime of the National Championship. Michigan, 1-point lead. 30 minutes away from a national title, but that is going to be a long 30 minutes. Taking a knee in the end zone are the Bulldogs.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field.
Gotta say, it's been a great job by the Michigan defense so far, holding Georgia to 2 field goals. The offense finally found the end zone. And now Beck back to throw. It is yet another screen. Oh my goodness. That nearly got intercepted. Off the tip. Beck waited forever to throw that ball. And that's yet another screen for Georgia. Play fake. Beck. Over the middle. Big hit by Johnson. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Georgia on their own 25. You know who's getting the ball here? Beck. Looking to throw. Launches a deep one. It is caught by Humphreys. And Georgia goes 75 yards for the touchdown.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him
Who'd he beat?
coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him.
Can't imagine it was Will. If it is, that's just kind of the way things have gone.
This one leads him into the end zone for his 6 points.
Mangum. Oh, God. Georgia's going to go for 2 to try and make it a 7-point game. Beck brings Delp in motion. And he's back to fire. Graham got in there, disrupted the pass. And now, down the sideline, Pollard getting caught, unfortunately. But it'll stay a 5-point game. Yes, Pollard's first pick all season. All right. Could be huge. I mean, Micah Pollard has not played a ton. And then if I had just continued to run there right off the rip, I thought we may have housed that thing, but not great speed. He was getting caught. It was Humphreys who made the tackle. Fair catch for Marion Stewart. 16 seconds into this second half, Georgia has finally found the end zone. And here's Donovan. Donovan's real best run of the day. That's 9 yards. 9 carries for 18 yards. This has been, by far, Donovan's worst game of the season. Edwards just going to pick up the first down. Our Heisman Trophy winner, Donovan Edwards, is being held in check. First down, blitz coming, and Edwards going to fall forward for 4, or rather drag forward.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job.
Take that.
Finding that lane, pick up
I
some
mean, it's way better than what we've been doing on the run.
run.
Slant route, that should have been PI, but that's caught by Samaj Morgan. First down to the 49-yard line.
It's not always the big, tall receiver.
Khalil Mullings enters the game. This is Michigan offense trying to find a groove. Mullings. We actually got a block from Max Bredesen. We didn't get a block by our, I think, our center. Maybe our one of our guards. I'm not sure. 2nd and 9. Orji over the middle. Loveland open. He's gonna power forward. He got the first to the 40-yard line.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here.
From the 40, Donovan going backwards again.
Tackle behind the line. It's a
Julian
loss of 2.
Humphrey down for Georgia after the play.
So we'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play.
And now it's 2nd down and 12. Okay, Edwards going backwards again.
Behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
And preventing that play
Third and 15. We need the 30.
Now in third and very long. Looking to
Thrown and caught. Samaj Morgan.
Brought down to the 27. It's
Kind of threw it to a spot. Knew I was going to have the possession, catch that, and it worked out.
after that completion.
Here we go. Throwing the ball. Short little dump off. Marlon Klein. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by Georgia.
Trying to run this back now.
That's a great play.
Klein got popped by Walker.
Let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it.
I don't think there's any doubt that this
Right
ball's
place,
out.
just the right time.
Actually, it was Mondin. Of course it was.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back.
Well, since the game isn't going to review it on our own, I do just want to go and make sure we're not missing out on an opportunity to get this ball back. But, oh yeah. No doubt.
They were able to punch it in the end zone.
Uh-oh, indeed, because we've been abysmal
The defense can make
when we can't, or when we turn the ball over.
throws it away there. Safe move.
Carson Beck, mercifully, only going to be able to throw it away to the sideline.
Now it's second down.
Front row, indeed. Defense needs to step up. Beck,
The handoff here. Look
play
at the throw.
action, running around, down he goes! Back at his own 6!
Boy, how about the push up front by the big
And
fella?
now, you just play some coverage. Georgia's called screens in this situation all game long. It won't happen this time. Beck ran into the end zone. That's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play.
Kenneth Grant takes down Carson Beck in the end zone. Oh, my goodness. And now, is that Michigan points after the turnover?
So following the safety, it's
So the Wolverines are down 3. It's a pretty short safety punt. Cole Cabana, yeah.
He's tackled at the 34 after
That was always going to happen.
And the Michigan offense comes back out.
Well, second turnover by the Wolverines.
Possession set up a touchdown.
But we actually got points off of it. Short throw, Morris hangs on through the contact.
And he's tackled after the catch.
It's a 4-yard pickup to the 38-yard line. And Edwards is going to have to run right into where Mondin is. Oh, I cut that back. Edwards still on his feet.
Leading him off.
Makes it 3rd and 1. That's a gain of 5 yards.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play.
Fuck it.
Makes
Fullback
the
dive right now.
coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot
A
of
little more than a yard for the fullback, Max Bredesen. And he stopped short.
And he is stuffed right at the line. I don't think he got it.
I want to see what formation they come up in.
The offense stays on the field. We're going to go for it on 4th
We're putting a
down.
lot of faith in our center right now.
And the 4th
Bredesen picked it up.
That gain enough for a
If they came out in just a 4-man front, just didn't have anybody over the center, I was gonna call a timeout and not go for it.
And the offensive line was able to give them just enough
Put some faith in our center, and it paid
on the
off.
ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before.
Here's
countless
Donovan.
times.
Oh, he's weaving his way through, and now Jalen Walker
that last play.
for the Bulldogs, who's been making plays all game, is down on the play.
Second down.
I mean,
after
deep
that run.
passing here for Michigan, just not really much of an option.
Changing the play now at the line.
Unfortunately, it hasn't been all day. The coverage has been too good. Loveland caught it.
Down the middle, it's Loveland.
It's only a gain of 3.
Grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
We got to find the right play
Defense, not much of a
to be able to try and. I want to run the ball.
But the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up this game.
None of this is really what I want.
The catch makes it a more manageable.
Well, we might be forced to throw it. 3rd and 2. Pressure. Loveland has the first down and still moving to the 33.
Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
The Wolverines are in position to tie this game at the very least. So,
Get ready for the National Championship. We all knew that this
no
quarterback potentially could
mistakes.
have a big day,
Edwards
but I didn't
got a
expect
block.
him to
Donovan
get
Edwards
this
for
kind of
5
zone.
yards
This
to the
guy
28-yard
cannot
line.
miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
16 carries, 36 yards for the Don.
Back to throw.
Pressure again. Marlon Klein is wide open. Orji hits him. Touchdown, Michigan.
Wide open. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Marlon Klein makes up for the fumble.
A tight end is a
And the Michigan Wolverines lead for the second time today.
This tight end is so dangerous, and he's trying to remind his quarterback, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Receivers are getting most of the attention from the secondary, but I bet now they're going to be a lot more focused on what this guy can do.
I had ran that play once before. In fact, I think it may have been the one we threw the interception on in the first quarter.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
Field goal won't beat us.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game.
16-12. It is by far our lowest scoring game of the year.
Now to send this one away.
Tommy Doman will boot it deep. This shouldn't be returned here by Georgia. 5:14 to go, third quarter.
Takes a knee. It'll be a touchback.
National Championship looks like it's going to come down to the very end, as it should.
Bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety.
Beck has Etienne to his left. Motion a tight end over to the right. They set up an RPO. McBurrows and Jimmy Rolder
Not much of a gain on that completion.
in there on that stop.
Anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver
Second down and 7, and they've really just kind of abandoned the run with Etienne.
so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here?
Another motion man, now out wide. They're going to throw it back to him. It looks like it was read well, but a missed tackle. Thankfully, we have Will Johnson on the squad to bring down Lovett. That's going to go down as a run. Gain 4 yards after the backwards pass from Carson Beck.
They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive.
Third down and 3.
In these one-on-one
Beck
matchups.
to fire. Oh, what a ball.
Near the sticks.
Love it.
Love it.
To the 45-yard line of Michigan.
The enemy territory tackled at the 45.
Put some touch on that one for sure.
The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Getting late.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now.
Still anybody's game. And they go out wide again. This should be snuffed out by Will Johnson, and it is. Johnson doesn't have the interceptions so far in this game, but man, oh man, has he been great on defense. Second down and 8. Play action. Beck looking around. Doesn't have anybody. Now he throws it to the sideline off the hands of McBurrows.
Chris, I think the pressure is taking a toll on this quarterback.
So now third and 8.
The pass rush is affecting his progressions and his
I'm not sure I
willingness to
love
throw
my
away.
play call here, but we'll see how it goes. Over the middle, Delp trying to break a tackle. He did, but back at the 41, and now it's 4th and 6. And Georgia's going to line up for a field goal attempt. Their kicker's got the leg to make this.
Kicker has good range, but this one is from 50.
It's up and no good to the left. Woodring missed another one. He doinked one off the upright earlier.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession.
I'll tell you what, Georgia would really love to have those 6 points right about now.
Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Well, Michigan. Really the first time you could say that we've had any sort of control of this game.
Can the defense come up with a stop?
Slant. Oh, Jesus, what a bad ball. Alex Orji, so much for control.
They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop.
Oh, my God. That felt EA-like. No reason for that ball to be that bad. I tried to lead it behind my receiver. Thrown and incomplete. Will Johnson in coverage again.
And now it's second down.
Game that is very much far from over, but still a quarter plus to go. Beck over the middle. He's got a man. He's got a first down. Let's love it. Again, as Beck is over 250 yards passing.
Veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense.
Not sure I love my defensive play call, but got to stick with it now. Beck looking around. He's going to fire. He's got a man again. That's Humphreys, his second touchdown, and Georgia's going to lead again. On the bright side, Georgia has no incentive to go for 2. They'll make it a 3-point game with PAT. And the Michigan coverage just broke down. That's the second time. In fact, I think it was Mangum on Humphreys when Humphreys scored at the start of this third quarter. 125 yards now for Landon Humphreys. The PAT and the AI ran into the kickers, so we were going to take a touchback anyway.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball.
Pretty nothing penalty, all said and done.
That one sails out of the back of the end zone.
Smell a shootout coming. Safe to say, we're in the midst of one right now. Oh, God. I don't know how much I like this. First down from the 25. Khalil Mullings almost found some space. Got hung up there on somebody.
This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line.
Second down and 9.
Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that.
I'm going to swing that out wide. Donovan Edwards tried to spin. No gain on the play. Well, I'll tell you this. Lucky to be in this game after our bad first quarter. We will take quarter number 4. It's going to be a big third down and 9 upcoming when we get there. The Bulldogs have just retaken the lead and lead with a quarter to go. 19-16. Well, third down and 9 for the Michigan Wolverines. Starts quarter number 4. Got to find a way to get something going. That's thrown to Colston Loveland, and he's got the edge. Loveland's got a first down to the 43.
That's enough for a first down.
That looked stopped 10 times out of 10. Somehow Loveland picks up the first. Here's Don. Again, nothing.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here's the second down play.
Yard on the play.
Dropping back, it's Orgy.
Klein on the throw. We need a block from Donovan Edwards. Marlon Klein picks up 6 yards, leaves third down and 3. This I don't love.
It's third down for the offense.
3rd and 3. Here's Edwards. Oh, we ran into our own guy, but still pick up the first down to the 46. Got a solid push. To the 46.
Making people miss. I just love watching those.
Orgy on the scramble. We're just going to... Oh, boy. Please hang on to the football. He did. Oh, man. That had disaster written all over it. The first time in the national championship game we've ran the ball with Alex Orgy. 2nd and 1. Here's Edwards. Got the first down. I mean, once again, our fullback has just been an MVP here in this one. Max Bredesen has cleared some lanes, but the offensive line can't hang on. Short one. Hung on to Samaj Morgan. 7 yards to the 29.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Here's Donovan. Gonna break it out wide. No gain on the play. Worst case scenario, we settle for a field goal here. Thrown and intercepted. Thrown behind, I believe, Samaj Morgan somehow. Back-to-back drives for the Wolverines have ended in interceptions. That's 3 on the day. And now a motion man for Georgia. And they throw it on the RPO. Incomplete. Johnson broke it up again. This is the most Will Johnson has been targeted so far this season. Beck looking to throw. They set up a screen the other way, and Etienne's got space to run. Bad angle on the first tackle attempt, and the Georgia Bulldogs have the 50. You feel like it's got to be a field goal attempt at this point. Here's Etienne. Oh, he missed the tackle. 9-yard pickup. The 11th carry for Trevor Etienne. He certainly doesn't have the yards you would expect, but they didn't run the ball much. In the third quarter, Etienne breaking tackles and to the 22.
Sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this
could decide the game right here. Can fall down 2 scores. Beck to fire, big hit, and they're going to give him forward progress there on that. Dylan Bell picks up 4 yards. Defense needs to make a play. 2nd and 6. Play action. Thrown. Big hit, but Delp broke out of it. Oh, my goodness.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense.
I think that was Barham who got the worst end of the hit that he created. 1st and goal. It's an option for Carson Beck. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That touchdown, Kirk. It's now a 2.
We're in big trouble now.
Here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance.
7:10 to play. PAT attempt for Georgia, and there cannot be any more mistakes.
Double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Cole Cabana going to preserve as much time as... called for the fair catch twice. Cabana only to the 19.
Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on
Something's got to work for us here. 1st down. Orgy going to dump it off. That's Loveland. 6-yard pickup. Hey, Samaj, a little urgency, please. 2nd down and 4. Orgy in trouble. Sacked. Tried to throw it off to Marlon Klein, and we couldn't get it away. Orgy just kept stepping backwards. Pressure, incomplete. The game says go for it, and I think I tend to agree. We don't have a deep passing attack in this game, but Edwards finally got free. He's going to have to make some moves, and he cannot. That is likely a national championship and a perfect season up in smoke. Beck to fire, actually go towards the sideline and pick up 3 yards. We let the Bulldogs in the end zone here. That's it. 2nd and 7. Beck to throw. It is, incomplete. What a play by Will. 3rd and 7. And they run it with Etienne. They're trying to get it out wide. They do not. They call a timeout, but I think we'll save those. Do not take a penalty. Do not take a penalty. The kick is up and good. 13-point game. Just under 5 to play. 29-16. Stewart this time will wave for the fair catch. And here we go. Probably hurry up offense here the rest of the way.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt.
Orgy got it off. Marlon Klein. It's only 5 yards on the play. We've actually got, we got a different play on. 2nd and 5.
It's Orgy.
Orgy going to scramble. He's actually got a good chunk of room here. Out of bounds. The 44. Clock stops. Let's see what Frederick Moore can do. Orgy scrambling again. Finally have a man open. Edwards out of bounds.
It's Edwards. That's a big game before he goes out of
Quick score before the 2-minute warning. And you just never know.
Off the play fake, looking to throw.
Orgy throws, knocked away.
Falls incomplete, broken up.
Oh, no, indeed.
That time.
Oh, no,
I
indeed.
think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability.
Gonna send Loveland on a corner.
He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to
Thrown
get
and incomplete. Moore could not hang on.
Steps in front of him, makes a heck of a play.
3rd down and 10.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
I'm amazed we had that long to throw the football.
Looking to throw again. Running
Thrown,
out of time in the pocket.
caught.
Graham
Morgan didn't get there.
Reception, that's about 7
We'll hurry to the line.
down.
We don't have much of a choice.
They'll keep the offense on the field, trying to
4th and
chip
3
away.
for our lives.
And he's throwing for it.
Thrown and caught. 1st down, Michigan.
Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the
Here we
first
go
down to
again.
stop the clock, but
Gonna
late in
throw
the
it
game,
toward the
trailing by a
sideline.
touchdown.
Incomplete.
Receivers
Looking
gotta
for
be thinking about
Tyler
getting out of
Morris
bounds
again,
as
and we
often
finally
as
have a
they
little
can.
bit of a chance
Preserve that clock,
to catch
give
our
them a real
breath.
shot to come back to win it.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Morris might have a chance here.
Action, he's looking to throw.
Gotta launch it deep. Lucky. It's not picked as Orgy got hit again.
Through that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 10.
Easy here, backed up a long way to go for a 1st down.
On the drag, it is 4th down.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Once again,
It's an incompletion, but it's a nice
a
job
play
by the
for our
quarterback.
season.
Didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt
Need
for the
10
football on
yards.
4th down.
Thrown and caught. 1st and goal, Michigan. Down to the 9.
Got him, but they convert on
Moore held on.
keeps going. A chance to get right back. into
Orgy
this football game.
back. There's a lot going on, and that's a catch.
The Wolverines come to the line in a hurry up.
2nd and goal.
Back to pass. It's Orgy.
Orgy gonna scramble around. We're gonna need a block from Donovan Edwards. Maybe we won't. Touchdown, Michigan.
Touchdown, Michigan.
Alex Orgy finds the end zone, and we are not dead yet.
Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side?
I don't know.
How will they handle
I
this
lucked out in the
frustration
Cotton Bowl.
game?
I know that
They still
with
have
Texas
a lead.
State, but
I want to see what their plan of attack is and
Oh,
how
yeah.
aggressive
This has
they
been
might
tough.
be willing to be.
And they get set now to try the PAT.
crucial PAT from Dominic Zavada.
PAT is good. They still trail, though.
Well, we're not onside kicking.
Away.
We are indeed kicking it deep. Tommy Dolman. And they might actually bring this out. Nope, 2-8.
They'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25.
Well, should be very clear
Back out on
what the Georgia Bulldogs are going to try and do right here.
three. Let's see if they can reach the end zone.
ETN. They go RPO. Oh, no.
For a completion. Got him, but he picks
All right.
up 8 yards. Sets up a nice second.
We're not going to
and
call the timeout yet, especially after that play on 1st down. Wait until we absolutely have to. Handoff, ETN.
Stop.
Cluster of humanity, but he got the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist.
And now it'll be
Blocks up before he's able to
crucial.
get downfield for the first down.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out. the
Very,
clock
very
and secure
crucial.
This win.
Oh, Mason Graham in the backfield. Haven't said his name much in this second half.
3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
I'm not sure what the right call is going to be here. I am quite worried. 2nd and 13. And ETN got nothing.
Get stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Now a timeout taken by the defense trying to preserve.
Well, we'll see what Georgia wants to do here. I don't want to send a lot of pressure because there is that chance that they try and throw the ball. 3rd and 13. They hand it off. Etienne in a bunch of traffic, and we are going to get the ball back. Down 6. Oh my God, what if Thorson hits a bad punt? Put that good voodoo out there. Oh no, he hit a pretty good one. Stewart, gonna try and return. We didn't get much. A minute 42. And the Wolverines need the end zone.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on
gonna throw. No, the ball is on the ground. It's picked up by the Bulldogs.
The defense has got it going the other way.
That's our season. Alex Orji, unless they review it, they do not. 15-0 is up in smoke. And that does it. The Georgia Bulldogs win the national championship. We suffer our first loss ever in Michigan Dynasty. And now we have to wait all the way until late August to get another crack at that.
Well, I know it's tough in that other locker room right now. I have a feeling they're going to be back. For now, however, let's enjoy the celebration of the national champs.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Well, I'd be lying to you if I didn't think that this was going to happen. Much tougher matchup than what we've had with Ohio State the last 3 times, at least in terms of the roster that they had when the season started in game. Georgia very similar to Ohio State. Same defense for the most part, but a better offense, which makes 0 sense. But yeah, that does it. 15-1. That's gonna bother you a little bit, but that is the way our season ends. I mean, what a drive to try and get back in it, though. Really didn't think that we were gonna be able to put a ball in the end zone there late, especially after. I mean, we turned the ball over 4 times. Georgia only twice, and one of them was on a 2-point conversion, so it is what it is. I don't even know if that really counts, but we'll take a look at the final stats in the national championship game. We actually picked up more first downs in Georgia, which is a real shock, given that we struggled to pick up a first down the entire first quarter. And I mean, neither team really ran the ball all that well, but man, our running game was just nullified today. Donovan Edwards, over 20 carries. He didn't even sniff 100 yards. Don't think he scored. Our rushing touchdown came from the quarterback, Alex Orji. And, I mean, both teams were running for under 3 yards a carry, so that just kind of sums it up. And for Alex Orji to come out here and go 31 of 45 and 2 touchdowns, we had something going. But just nothing good enough. And I mean, Georgia's just more talented than this current Michigan roster, and I was surprised that this didn't kind of come to an end when we played some of the better teams on our schedule. We hung on in the 4th quarter against Texas. USC was ranked fairly well. Beat them solidly. Shut out Oregon. I have no idea how we did that. But you kind of figured it was going to come crashing down, and it should have been the Rose Bowl. Jaden McBurrows made a play to give us a chance there, but Yeah, that's the way Season 1 of Michigan Dynasty ends. We'll go back to the main menu and see if there's anything else to tie up. Just an easy road, I mean, for the most part. I mean, non-conference was what it was. Texas had a fourth quarter implosion. This Arkansas State game was a pain in the ass. I had to play it 3 times. Server problems early on in the game's life just continued to kick us off, and then we went and did the offline dynasty. It was so early in the season, I thought we could just, get away with starting a new one. And then I loaded up the offline dynasty, and Kenneth Grant and half my defense was out for the year all of a sudden, so we came back to this one. And that was before we played that Arkansas State game, and then we realized, I was like, oh, wow, we don't have a defense, but so we came back to this one. USC was a game for a little bit. Minnesota, you crushed as you'd expect. Washington, that first road game, that was a ranked matchup at the time. That was a good game, I think, for the most part. Another one of those just late running up the score type blowouts, even though that was never really the intent. Then we head on to, mid to late October. Illinois was not anywhere near what they were IRL this year in video game land, because nobody expected Illinois to be much. We crushed Michigan State. That was outstanding. This game still, to this day, makes no sense to me. I have no idea how this happened. Dylan Gabriel was just cheeks. Made no sense. Indiana gave us a little bit of a game on the road. The Northwestern game, of course, will go down in history, infamy, I have no idea. The Colston Loveland 398-yard game. Second all time. Then we got to the stretch of nothing but Ohio State. We faced them in the game. Awful third quarter from the Ohio State Buckeyes, where Emeka Ibuka fumbled, Travion Henderson fumbled, and I want to say that Will Howard threw an interception. Just kind of let that game get out of hand. Once we got to the Big Ten Championship game, that was start to finish a game with Ohio State. They did fall down a little bit, but the defense kept our score relatively low, and that game came down to a 2-point conversion at the very end, and then an ensuing onside kick that Ohio State did not get. That was stressful enough. Well, then we had the long layoff until the Rose Bowl, which was indeed not played on December 24th. That was New Year's Day. 49-45, Jaden McBurrows with the interception on an all-out blitz on a wide receiver screen sent us to the next round of the playoff, where we met Texas State. I still have no idea how they got here. 14-1, that one loss coming to us. Their best win was in the playoffs against Virginia Tech, and then we all just saw what happened in the national championship game. But you hope going into next season that we will actually have a bit of an offense now, and we don't just have to run the ball, all the time. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of a passing game. Because, our leading receiver all season long was Colston Loveland, and I want to say that Marlon Klein was in there at number 2. If not, Samaj Morgan probably by a hair, but hopefully have a fairly solid offense. What's going to happen with the defense? It's hard to say. There's a lot of pieces that we will not have back. At least half the defense, you would think, is NFL draft or at least graduation bound. So, no Mason Graham, no Will Johnson, no just about anybody that we relied on this entire season. And, those last important remnants of the national championship from a year ago, they are moving on with their careers, of course. So what the defense is gonna look like, it's hard to say. But that wraps up Michigan Dynasty. Shitty way to end it, but all in all, Georgia's a better team. It is what it is. You saw Michigan IRL this year, and then you saw what we were doing, and it's just like, oh my god, we're playing on too low a difficulty or whatever. we saw what that was like here today when we actually played a real good, solid team. And Ohio State, we certainly could have lost both of these games, but it was a fun season, fun ride. Sucks we couldn't get it done, but we will be back in late August to kick off Michigan Dynasty Season 2.